So all you amazing and wonderful people, welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy VII the Remake. So with that being said, in the end of the last episode, we completed Chapter 14 on hard difficulty. We're now progressing to Chapter 15 on hard difficulty, which means there's only 3 chapters left, 16, 17, and 18, after we complete this. However, that means we're pretty close to the end of the game, so we're almost at the finish line, guys. We're almost there. We've made it this far. You only got a couple more episodes to go. But yeah, Chapter 15 is actually one of the quicker ones. All we have to do is basically go through a linear path, defeat the boss, and we are done. So it's going to be a quick episode today. But with that being said, we have a few things that we have to change. So let's go to our materia. First thing we're doing, we're changing fire and magnify. Put those in your front. And then we're going to keep healing here, but everything else can stay the same for Cloud for the most part. For Barret, we're going to do elemental and lightning. Everything else is fairly similar. The only other thing I added was wind materia here. That way we can take on some opponents later. And for Tifa, it's pretty much the same thing. Lightning and elemental and added wind. So there's a few reasons why we're doing this. Fire and magnify for Cloud, because there are a few humans, humanoid, whatever you want to call them, that are weak to fire. We have wind for drakes, because we're going to be fighting some drakes. And we got some lightning, because we're going to be fighting some robots as well. So that's why we have all of those. But yeah, like I said, the path is pretty linear. There's not too much going on. Yeah, let's just get through it and defeat the boss.
Hey.
This guy's going to try to stop us. Of course, we're not going to listen. So if that's the case, why do we even have to have the dialogue? I don't know. But yeah, we just get to keep on moving up. So it's basically climbing a tower. I mean, it's not really just a tower, but we're just climbing up exponentially until we get to the top. Fire should be enough to stop these guys, or at least get them close.
Here we go.
That's a win.
Hey, Dave. All right. Make sure you're grabbing crates along the way. Recover your MP. Pretty sure we don't need this chest. I'm not going to worry about it. Which means we probably didn't really need to fight, but let's just go ahead and get it done and over with.
Let's move.
Not so fast.
Climb up the ladder. And again, mainly it's just following this linear path. It pretty much tells you where to go, how to go, so on and so forth, but it is still time consuming, you know? We also have got a Demerog on Barret. If you've been following along, you should have one as well. Go ahead and make sure you equip that. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. He apparently missed everybody. Good to know.
Let's finish this. Need a light.
Try to focus this one. Dagger, there we go. Maximum Fury. Cloud will have to Blade Burst. So if your catastrophe misses, you're in for a somewhat rough time. I'll wait to heal until we get in the red, or yellow at least. There's 2 or 3 benches, so if you can make it to the benches, you don't have to use your MP to heal.
That's where we have to climb.
What if it comes apart while we're up there?
We've made it through worse, you know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Most of these fights shouldn't be too crazy or too difficult.
Time's over by now. It's a dead end.
So it's really just kind of running through.
Rescue.
Think we might be able to climb up here.
Time for the grab.
Here gives us a little tutorial about the grappling gun.
I
Just
think I see a
remember, we
rope
can't
hanging
come
off the
back
top
now.
there.
See if we can get any mana back. There we go.
The fire coming. The fire coming.
Say goodbye.
There we go. Nice and easy. Oh wait, we were supposed to pick up that radio.
Not this guy again.
Come on, we need to get inside.
Hunter 2-2.
All right. Keep it moving. Should run into a bunch of humanoid fights. Nothing too crazy.
Why don't we use
Gonna tell us to go up top.
jump over all this shit?
Doesn't really make sense because we're gonna fall down anyway, or we have to fight anyway. So, yeah.
Damn traitors! Take them down! Oh yeah!
You're mine.
Go nice and easy.
Time to burn.
Surround them! Guess it's my turn.
Limit break. Guy in the front.
Y'all got this.
Come on.
Fire on a helitrooper.
No holding back. That's that.
They'll be coming for us now.
Where the hell would being subtle?
All right, as we run up here, there's a bench, so this is why we didn't really heal yet.
What do you think?
If you run up to those crates, there's going to be another fight, so just make sure you heal up first. All right, healed up, ready to rock. You want these crates for MP.
All gonna answer for what you've done.
It's payback time.
Burn.
Think it's time y'all return.
There you go.
Not so fast.
Of course, there's no MP, but doesn't really matter too much. All right, we run in here. We look up.
Mow him down.
Lucky I stretched.
If it's an ass
Bring it.
Anytime now.
Not sure how we missed one.
Good job.
So it's pretty much the same thing. You look around, look up. However, I think there is somewhere else we can go here. Call me crazy. Maybe not. All right. we head up here, we can grab a second enchanted ring. Don't know how useful they are, but considering, you know, God of Demerog as an accessory and Fury rings and all that. So, not sure if it'll be used in the future for any reason, but for now, let's just pick it up. Also, before I run all the way back up and look stupid, pretty sure you can just hook right here. Alright, so now that we take care of that, all we gotta do is run up these stairs. Head over this way, and there we go. Alright. Of course, you get a blast ray here, so we're gonna go to Barret, Catastrophe. We're gonna have Tifa go ahead and cast Undera. We're gonna do Blade Burst. And another Blade Burst, and that should be all she wrote. There we go. Very easy fight.
Damn it. If any of this crumbles, we're all going down.
Oh, before we do that, let's grab our crates here. See if we can get any mana. Move this crate to the next area. There we go. Now we can head up. There's an item over there, but we're just gonna keep on moving. Some more boxes over here. We got some MP, nice. Run all the way over.
Don't you ever forget this view. Just thinking about busting into Shinra HQ's got me fired up.
Save some for later.
Just gotta squeeze yourself through all these tight spaces.
We going for days. This the only way? Look down. You can do this. Look down. Just keep going. Don't look down. Don't look down.
We're gonna end up picking that chest up there, but we have to do a fight first. So once we walk over to the other side here, you're gonna automatically get included into this fight. Limit break, I usually try to do it right on the Drake. We'll have Tifa use Arrowa on the Drake, and we'll just switch to Cloud. Oh. And we can do Fire.
Calling fire. All right. See ya.
There we go. Once that fight's over, you should be able to grappling hook
Maybe dial it back a little.
up here. Don't know if we're actually going to use this item or not, but I always like having seconds. Thirds, fourth. Like I said, the path is very linear. It's kind of hard to get lost. I think the hardest one to traverse is like when you're in the actual buildings. It's real easy to get turned around. But for the most part, it's very linear. As you run up here, there'll be another fight.
Focus.
Go ahead and use Fire. But turn off your Magnify.
Neon light.
Coming. The fire coming.
There you go, nice and easy.
Okay.
Mana's almost full for everybody. And surprise, surprise, this guy shows up.
That son of a bitch.
Can be a pain in the ass if you're not really watching, but basically you just wait for him to stop firing. Stop firing. There you go. And then you run across. Stop firing and run across. Oh, I'll walk right into it. We almost did it again. Can be annoying sometimes, but I was definitely out of that. Okay. That's why it's annoying. Alright, done, you're done, you're done. There we go. One more. There we go, and then he gets to shoot you all the way down the freaking stairs. Because, you know, I'm gonna die. And once you get down here, you get into a fight. We're just gonna right off the bat limit break this guy. And we're gonna go ahead and use a blade burst.
Let's do this.
And blade burst again. We're gonna have Tifa use Thundera on B for now. I'm gonna switch to Barret. We're gonna have Tifa use Thundera again. We're gonna have Barret now use Thundaga.
This is gonna sting. Gotta love it.
Gotcha.
Don't stop till it's done. Say your prayer. Bang bang.
Thundera.
Time to fry.
And go and pop all these
Not so fast.
nice little crates they have lying around for us. Hopefully we get some MP out of it. Head up here. Obviously we're going to be fighting those two flying guys. So right before you hop over this thing here, they pop up. Go ahead and use Fire. Should take them both out.
No surprises.
Jump on over. Heal yourself. If you need to. Cloud was sitting about 3,000 HP, so save the mana if you can help it. Not worried about that item. And we're just going to keep running up, and we're close to the end already, so skip this.
Cloud.
Let's see if any of these boxes have some mana for us. Nothing there. And pretty much once you get up to this next spot up here is when you'll be fighting the boss. So real quick before we do that, we're going to be making a few changes. So we're going to change, we can take off Magnify. We're going to give him Lightning. No, we need Wind Materia, sorry. And we're going to give him ATB Assist. Or ATB Boost, sorry. And then change to Barret. Instead of Lightning here, we're going to put on the Wind. There we go. And then you could give him Haste if he really wanted to. Or something like that. He doesn't really need anything crazy. We'll just put on Haste. Actually, you know what? Let's put on Revival. We don't really need Haste either. Don't really need Revival either, but it's better than not having to worry about it. So we'll put on... Need to take off her Wind. put on wind for the elemental. And then the same thing with her. She doesn't really need anything here. So we'll put haste on her, I guess. Actually, we'll give her another HP up. Why not? We'll level that up in the process. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to go. Save it up if you need to. But we're gonna head on up and hopefully take down this boss. Skip the cutscene. He's gonna start shooting at you immediately. You just gotta run and basically go back and forth as he swaps firing phases. So as you can see, he just kind of goes back and forth there. You could skip. Now immediately you want to roll back with Barrett and use his triangle button. Once he's pressured, you want to start casting. Pushes him over to the next phase.
You okay? Grab on.
Immediately go to Barrett. Oh, we're already on Barrett, so limit break. Try to get Tifa some points in her ATB gauge. We're gonna cast arrow on him. Staggered. Brilliant. We're gonna go ahead and use True Strike. Followed by another True Strike. We're gonna switch to Barrett. Arrow. Switch to Cloud. We're gonna have him use Blade Burst. And we pushed him over to the next phase. Try to get everyone some ATB.
What the hell? Guess it's my turn. Bring in the heat.
Now that he's pressured, again, you want to hop right into the max rank spells that you can. And this honestly should be the end of the fight here. And there we go. So, pretty easy fight. Valkyrie defeated.
Not that there was
Sharpshooter companion. I think it was 13. And that pretty much sums up chapter 15. So,
now what? Shit.
whoa! Alright, so we can skip this. Chapter 15 completed on hard difficulty. And that leaves us at the start of chapter 16. So that pretty much sums up the chapter 15. I really hope you've been enjoying the series. If you have, or if it's helped you out in any way, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content of Final Fantasy VII, I do have Rebirth and stuff that I do end up wanting to play. Might be a little bit, but it's on the to-do list. So if that's any of that is interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe. Then it'll let you know whenever I post these videos, and then you can continue along with the series here. So yeah, but thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.